Hey guys, this is Shane. Welcome back, Garage of Constant Sorrow. We actually got a little garage of joy this time. This is my new rig, so let me show you around. So I bought this trailer, I don't know, probably almost 2 months ago. And my little truck, which I still have over here, I call it a truck, it's a, Blazer, SUV, whatever, when they were still based on trucks, was having a hard time, well, not a hard time pulling it. It pulled it fine, but it would overheat. So I had to go on the hunt for a new truck and ended up finding this. And I looked at so many, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And they, for about the same price, everybody wanted, well, yeah, so everybody wanted the same price, basically, for just total pieces of crap. So when I came across this one, I mean, obviously, look how clean it is. I jumped on it. Now, it is a Ford, although, which isn't a bad thing, really, but man, it's so clean. Engine runs great, pulls great. Does have some issues, it's got a tailgate that all the guts are out of it because I don't know why. But then I found a water leak, so I gotta seal that up. But bed looks good. Oh, it does have a little rust right up here. Gotta patch that up. Oh, you know what I forgot was my microphone. Hang on, let me go grab my microphone. Okay, so I'm gonna try this in this location right here. I mean, I had it down here before, but it just flopped around and would bump against my neck, or if I would like lean my head just right, it would put the microphone underneath my skin, and didn't much care for it. So I'm gonna try this spot next. See how it goes. Okay, back to the rig. Yeah, so it's 6x12 on the trailer. I got some what do they call this stuff? E channel, E something. So I got that there. I got one toolbox in and strapped down. It does move just a little bit, so I got to figure out maybe some wedges to put. I tried locking the wheels and that worked for a second, but those locks are pretty sketchy at best, and they would just release themselves. So anyway, I love it. Pretty cool. And the truck, like I said, is in really good shape. 138,000 miles, whereas all the other ones in this price range, at least 180,000. Most of them were right at 200 to 225, or some of them were like even more. And like I said, people are still asking the same amount of money for these trucks that are absolute crap. I had one guy, it was a Tahoe, and like the total bottom of the truck was covered in oil. I mean everything was just soaked in, and you could see it was dripping pretty heavily from the I don't know, rear main seal or oil pan or something. So I mentioned it to him. I'm like, dude, yeah, this is like bad oil leak on this thing. And he straight up lied straight to my face without hesitation. He goes, oh, I fixed that. Yeah, I took care of that already, man. No.
No. Dowling.
Because if he did, there'd be a clean spot somewhere underneath this freaking truck. So, yeah, no. Needless to say, I didn't buy that one. But this one, clean as a whistle underneath. I mean, no rust except that one little spot right there. So I'll just seal it up with some caulk or something. I don't care. But the underside, so nice and clean, low miles. I love it. Got a deal. I didn't even haggle with the guy. I gave him what he was asking. So, but now I gotta when I stop at from a stop and accelerate in a turn, feel a little bit of a kind of vibration thing. So at first I was like, shit, I hope that's not the transmission. But when I realized it doesn't do it on a straight line, it's the rear end. So it's got to be a rear end, and it's got to be a limited slip because those clutch plates are vibrating. You usually don't get that with just the spider gears. Sure enough, I checked it out, and let's see, found the tag, and this is what it says. So there's a bolt right here, but I looked it up, and the gear ratio is a 355, and if it has the L in between here, the 3 and the 5.5, that's the limited slip. The 975 is the ring gear size, and I forget what the rest of that was. It meant something. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Will you?
I'm gonna basically just do a service on it, and see if it has any oil in it. I don't know. Shoot, thing's 25 years old. So we're gonna just do a quick service. I gotta get under there, and I need to make sure I can pull the fill plug before I open it up. Oh, and I need to get a gasket because I got to take the cover off. It doesn't have a drain plug. So we're going to do that, and we'll kind of take you along from time to time. I'm probably not going to show you every last step, but that's what we got going on today. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so I did a little research, and apparently these did have an issue with chattering. The clutch plates in the limited slip have a little chatter. So Ford recommends replacing the fluid at 30,000 miles, so 30 to 50, somewhere around there. But most of the guys were saying 30, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And they said to go ahead and add some extra. Get the gear oil. It's a 75 140 gear oil. I said get the one with the limited slip additive already in it. But if you need to, get a little bottle of that limited slip additive and put more in there if it still has a problem with the chatter. All right, so let's see. We got our drain pan. We're gonna get some tools and get under there and get this rear cover off. Well, there we go, all cleaned up. I should have showed you a before picture because it was pretty nasty. But we got her all cleaned. I got the where is it? Oh, this I forgot what they call it, roll lock disc or something like that. No, the roll lock is the other one. Anyway, I forget what they call these, but they work really well on gasket material. I only used it because it's steel. I wouldn't recommend using it on aluminum because it can take off metal if it's soft metal. But steel, perfectly fine. Did a really good job. Voila. And we got the here we go. Gotta get up underneath here again. Get it all drained out. Let's see. Do a little visual inspection. Now these are, or it says it's a limited slip, although I don't see any. Oh, there they are. Clutch discs in the side over there, right there. So they're in this part here and there, I guess. Maybe it's in both sides. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with rear ends, but it appears, yeah, it looks like clutch discs on the sides. I'm used to the or seeing at least the GM version where it's got that clutch pack all in the middle here. Anyway, looks pretty good. I'm gonna do a little more inspection. I don't know what those marks are right there. Right there. Some kind of mark on all the teeth. Interesting. But it all looks pretty good. Oh, a little piece missing right there. Alright, but I gotta put you guys down to really do a good inspection. So that's what we got for right now. I got all the gasket, old RTV off they used before. I'm using the gasket, and I've seen on hang on, let me squirm out of here. I've seen on some different videos that you can use a RTV or a gasket, or RTV and a gasket. So I'm just using the gasket. I think it'll be fine because I don't like messing with RTV. All right, we'll bring you back after a while. All right, well, I put it back on without you. Sorry. But you know, just put one bolt in. I'd use the very middle one on the top to start it, and then you know, put the rest of them in. Put the tags back on. I believe I'm going to have to just be mindful that whenever you get these snug down and you tighten them, those tags are going to try and spin. So you might want to start with them out a little bit like this. Of course, I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, torque specs 33. I'm going to start at 20, and well, these are probably already. Ooh, I missed one. Look at that. I'll be darned. Didn't snug one up. But basically, we're going to do a little crisscross pattern. So we did top and bottom. We'll go. Yeah, these are already. I tightened them, or I installed them with what you call it, the electric ratchet. So apparently it gets them pretty tight. Where is it? Maybe this one. Yeah, we did that one. Yeah. Oh, this one. And this one. Whoop. Where's that stupid tag, man? It wants to move a lot. Forget it. Leave it. Okay. Good. All right, now we're going to crank it up to 33, which is right there. Okay. There we go. Let's go with this one. Yeah, see it? Whatever. Got my tag. Okay, let's go right there. Let's go down here. Go back over here. Go down here. Which one didn't I get? Don't remember. That one's good. That one. I get this one. I did now. This one. Okay, I know I got there. Pretty sure I got them all. Let's see, 1, 2, 6. I forget which ones I've got. Alright, well, I know I got these. Hit them again. Just for poop and laughter, as Erico says. Alright, let's just walk it all the way around. Since they're already tight, I don't have to worry about anything warping. Okay, just did those two. Good. Good. There you have it. All torqued down. Tags are on all the way around. Alright, fill it next. Or wiggle out first. And then fill it. And here we are on the front side of the differential. So there's the drain, or the fill plug, excuse me. I opened it up earlier and they must have overfilled it because some of it leaked out, as you can see. But basically we're gonna fill it. We got the one with the bags, make it easier so I don't have to use that stupid pump. Basically we're gonna fill it until it starts dribbling out. So essentially what it comes down to is that the full mark sheesh, is at the bottom of that plug. So as soon as it starts dribbling out, it's full. So bear that in mind. Should take 2 3/4 quarts. So we got them all ready and we're gonna do it. All right, so I had to come back out. I forgot these things don't come with the hole already open. You gotta cut the tip off these things. I took the lids off of all 3 of them and cut the foil / paper thing there. I forgot to look under the cap and cut that piece. Also, the fill plug has a magnet in it, so I'll clean some of that gook off of it, because it'll ew, nasty. Gives you some indication how much wear is in that thing. But everything was really tight, so I'm pretty pleased with it overall.
That's what she said.
All right, now how do I turn off the camera? Damn it, sorry. All right, one last thing. When I was underneath there, I noticed the vent hose for the rear end. So with the expansion and contraction of fluids and air inside there, you got to have a vent. This was it. It was hanging down. It was not connected to anything. So this end actually hooks into the, I don't know, cross member in the frame. So this little piece hooked in and just held it straight up and down, because you don't want, well, what happened to this one? I tried to blow through it and it's plugged up. So most likely one of those little bees or whatever they are, they like building nests in small openings. I've got several tools outside that get those things in them. My generator gets them in there. So you gotta, if you have any kind of hose like this that's open, they'll find it and put a nest in it. So basically I'm just gonna ram a screwdriver up in here as far as I can get it to where it's opened up. And then there's a little nipple. I thought it was part of the brake system, because where the rear brake line tees, this it's a hollow bolt, or yeah, it's kind of a bolt, but it's got a nipple on the end of it for the hose to go onto. It goes all the way through into the rear end, but it's not on the pumpkin. It's on the side tube where the drive shaft is inside of it. Anyway, so but this one's cracking. I'm gonna have to cut it off. Looks like they used to have a zip tie that held it on there or something. I don't know why it's where it's at, because if it broke off like it did, then the zip tie should have been down here holding it on. I don't know. So I'm going to cut that off, clean it out, and put it back where it belongs, and I'll show you where it goes after this. All right, here we go. That is a little nipple right there. And then this end goes up into that hole right there. So, and then we got our little new zip tie to tie it off with, and I only got one hand, so I can't take you guys with me. So there you go. There we go. Hooked up, back together. Keep your eyes open for things that don't look right, because they probably aren't. And there we go. So I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go have a beer, watch some TV, YouTube, maybe. I might watch myself. Never know. All right, thanks for watching. Talk at you later.